today's game that did not play last time out Tuesday in a big win over Detroit Mercy.
And some of them haven't played at all yet this season. And the faceoff goes to Princeton.
Andrew Mcmeekin beats out Cole Brams, and Princeton controls as we kick things off here in Piscataway on what has turned out to be a 8th of the season. And he's a guy who has torched Rutgers in the first 2 meetings that he's been a part of. 6 points in each game. So he has experience doing really well against Rutgers. And it's Princeton. Took a while, but open for the shot.
Slide came, but way too late.
Now Wade, when you talk about him, usually the first mention is his dad, Ryan, U.S. Lacrosse Hall of Famer, but very talented in his own right, and a guy who's coming into different than what he usually is, and his rest starter on close, lagging behind as well. Coulter Mackesy, a guy who is, if it's possible, if it's any different than what he usually is in his resting state, is red hot after a 12-point weekend last time out in North Carolina.
How is that not a penalty? Rutgers bench erupted there. Right, his physicality here. Prince is not afraid to throw the bodies around.
No love lost. Play in this rivalry. And so the Scarlet Knights score basically 12 minutes into the game, and on the push, Rutgers will get it on the draw.
Did a nice job on that ground ball of boxing out, drawing that push with no possession. Rutgers ball. Scott with the ball. He's going inside.
Colin Cardillo, the reigning Big Ten Freshman of the Week, had a hat trick in the relevant week. That was against Hofstra. Had him play some attack even at the end of the Detroit Mercy game on Tuesday. Rutgers is really high on him, a 2-time high school All-American and a Bridgewater Raritan High, just down the road. And so the Scarlet Knights, after 3 straight from Princeton, they've got 2 goals.
We spoke about it earlier. They're young, but you know they have 5 or 6 games now under their belt, and the substitutions, Rutgers really has to buckle down on their substitutions.
And Tigers getting 3 different goal scorers involved so far to take this lead.
Princeton winning the last 2 face-offs. Give them possessions after goals can go a long way.
He pockets his 15th of the season.
Yeah, they have, you know, the balance on that attack for Princeton between Burns, Kaberi, and Mackesy is it's overwhelming at times for any defense, because you got lefties, righties, you got dodgers, you got players that can carry, and you got guys that can shoot. All those good things that you like to see. Goalie select the shot, and he got it.
Jack Amon, the 3rd different scorer for Rutgers today. Somebody who takes a high volume of shots, but it's also top 10 in the Big Ten in scoring. And now another draw control won by Cole Brams. 2 goals for the freshman Cardilla, who's had 2 hat tricks this season, including one against Rutgers' first-ranked opponent. Clean draw control clean face-off one by Andrew Mcmeekin, and the shot is wide.
Yeah, good face-off, clean pass, topside, and stick was not on stick, it was trailing.
Mcmeekin first on the scene for that face-off as well. One of the most impressive passes we've seen so far today, for sure. And again, Princeton controls, and now the Tigers can really put their foot on the gas with time to go before halftime. And a numbers advantage. A pole goal, at least not there for Nick Crowley. Sophomore can't read it, can't pick up his release. It doesn't hurt that Tucker Wade's a very talented guy. High school All-American, first team in the state of Maryland, and now it's really going for the Tigers as Andrew Mcmeekin wins the face-off, scores the goal, and it's all Princeton in the first half.
Yeah, look for a timeout here by Rutgers. They got to stem the tide here. Clean face-off, comes right down the middle, takes the shot for goal. Goes up by 5. Halfway through the 2nd quarter here.
Andrew Mcmeekin, the sophomore face-off specialist, picked a pretty good time to score his first career goal. Now one more look at it. This was a no-doubter. And put it in a good spot, too. Inside the left shoe. And another. What looked like a clean win. That's a big hit. Latest punishing blow we've seen in this game. Ball still out. And the Tigers are on it. Control. It's Knocks this one down. It's going to need this ground ball.
Got to get 2 seconds to get it over. They don't have it.
There you go. Knobloch scoops it up.
Sure. Great guy. I've got to know him over the years. He's just a wonderful person. He knows how to recognize the abilities of his offense, what they have, and fit that in, those pieces into the puzzle.
Offensive coordinator at Rutgers North in the PLL, the Boston Cannons, with Ethan Rawl and Adam Sherlin-Beatties, the Curse brothers, all of them up there. You saw first half stats. Colin Burns, who tied a Princeton greats freshman debut record in the season opener this year against Monmouth, had 7 points. Matched what Michael Sowers did in his Princeton debut.
Now we always talk. I'm sorry. We always talk about the offense. Everybody has to be involved. Can't have one guy watching the ball, one guy with the ball, and the other 5 guys watching. Same thing with defense. The whole defense has to know what everyone else is doing. On that double, you have that slide. That makes
ends a scoreless drought of 13 minutes for Rutgers. Last goal was at the 9:52 mark of the second quarter. And at that point, the goal from Cardilla at that time made it a 1-goal difference.
Procedure there on the face-off, Rutgers ball.
Long stick midfielder Ryan Splain, and that was it.
Bram did a nice job of winning the face-off, but the recovery check.
Prince last year after Sam English got hurt. And there were a bunch of those guys on this Princeton team who had some starting experience but are playing even bigger roles in 2024. And the Tigers have their largest lead of the day. The difference is 7. Princeton trying to pick up another big-time win. Rutgers transitions, Splain shoots wide.
Good opportunity there for Rutgers. So Rutgers avoids that goal.
Yeah, even still does not put a damper on what Wade's accomplished. And now clean win for Andrew Mcmeekin, who feeds, and it's tapped in. Kabiri took the shot. His old teammate Colin Burns was there screening. I don't know who had the last touch on it, but I do know that found Peter.
I think it might have went off Kabiri, not off his stick, off his body. Hard to see here, but in any case, it went in the back of the cage. See the replay here. There's a shot. Clean shot in. I think Kapiri just beat him.
And so the goal is credited to Kabiri, who collects his second of the day.
Rutgers has numbers here, but doesn't manage to bring the ball down. Still pushing.
And there's John Ficard, outstanding 2-time All-American career at Rutgers. He's the 11th Scarlet Knight ever to do that. This program's been around for 130 some odd years.
Better late than early.
For Krummenacher, who had a hat trick last time out against Detroit Mercy. It's his 8th goal of the season. And Rutgers won the draw, but Stoller can't get there, and it's thrown away.
And just misdirected the
unit. We saw Andrew Mcmeekin score his first, the face-off guy. We saw Tucker Wade in his first start, scores first 2 career goals. And now Kelly got the first point of his 3-year Princeton career. Now Scott grabs the ground ball, but 4:30 to play. Princeton doubling up Rutgers, and
back, they'll decide what they need to do to be better and prepared for this Saturday against UMass.
Yeah, this is the midway point for Rutgers. After this, 6 games, including the 5 in the Big Ten. Now, Rutgers' offense has looked a little better here in the last 10 minutes or so, getting better shots, shooting with more opportunity. That's Ryan Croddick in goal, by the way, here in the final minute, the backup keeper from Rum.